Hello everyone and welcome to this top 16 game from the UK National Championships 2017. I am Ben and this is Knight of the Blackwater. Today we have Alex O'Fean on the right playing Stark Fealty against Steven on the left playing Targaryen Fealty, sorry. Steven, we've already seen one of the rounds of Swiss. He's got a very interesting way of drawing his starting hand. Alex is playing a version of the Stark Fun Police that he's taken and gone a different way with it. And obviously Steven was the one who's playing the kind of slightly more old-fashioned Targ Fealty, you would say. So we have Fast Eddie, Great Hall and a Winterfell Steward against Khal Drogo, Viserion and a Rose Road. So two pretty good starts there from both players. It just seems Steven's drawn to a Jakaris, which is never a bad thing to see at this stage of the game. And they're both just choosing their first plots. Alex O'Fean's ready to go. So this is top 16. There's only 8 of them got playmats, so this is basically the game to get a playmat. And that very, very sexy playmat. So we have Calm over Westeros into Summer Harvest. So, assumably here, Alex is going to pick military, as Khal Drogo's on the other side of the board. And yes, indeed, he does. So the only other option on turn 1 would be intrigue, but there's lack of intrigue icons currently. Makes me think that's probably not the best idea. So Alex has 5 gold. He's also obviously got Fealty, the Winterfell Steward, and a Great Hall. And Eddard is already duped, and we have a King's Road. So this could be a pretty good start here from Alex, equal to what Steven's able to do. We have Fealty out with Cat Stark out, which is a pretty good start there from Alex. That's one of the cards you want to see, and we have Des Mormont put out, who's a character I have fallen in love with Stark. She is absolutely brilliant. Can be a bit risky in the Targaryen matchup because a Fire and Blood into a Nightmares, and if you haven't got Winterfell out, kills her. I even got Winterfell out, kills her, sorry. So we have a triple Khal Drogo put out. We have Astapor put out with 4 gold on it. Yais. And he's still got 4 gold left. Obviously, Cat Stark's going to slow down the Astapor's use a little bit. And apparently he's going to sell 4 gold. That's quite interesting. I guess he's quite safe in the military, because even if Eddard goes in for it, Astapor and Jakaris would kill him. So we got an unopposed intrigue coming in from Cat, and we have a winter is coming, which can't be, and was going to be a Hand's Judgment. He can't because Cat is in the challenge, and that gets a Jakaris and Drogo. That is a pretty brutal start there. Cat Stark proving her worth, and we've got a power challenge. Nope. Almost coming in from the Winterfell Steward and decided not to. So another interesting include here from Alex to start with Calm over Westeros. You don't tend to see that as much anymore as an opener. It's not especially people like to go for the big money ones or the lots of card draw in the opener with Time of Plenty, Late Summer Feast, Summer Harvest. But it's still obviously got some pretty good uses. This game, in case in point, you see Khal Drogo out, put it down. Just save your board presence for a turn. And in fact, it's such a good opening plot that Steven's just going to skip and go straight to dominance, which is tied. So it's 1-0 to Alex after turn 1. And we have Counting Coppers into Valor. So I think we saw in the previous game, Steven Valid slightly earlier than I think I probably would have. Again, this is not a criticism, this is just a comment. Everyone has different ways of playing. So we have a Targ Loyalist put out. Alex made Steven go first. And we have Viserion and a Targ Loyalist played out. Interesting he didn't use... Viseri, sorry, not Viserion. Interesting he didn't use Fealty on that. And we have Frozen Solid played out on the... Frozen Solid played out on the Astapor, and then we have Fealty, a gold, and the Great Hall played out to get Summer, who I believe brought back what's his name, Mormont. So guys, I do apologise there. As always, my name. Sometimes I do get the names a little bit mixed up. Daenerys? It's not Daenerys. It's not Daenerys Mormont. So there's going to be 2 turns in a row with 0 military claim here from Steven. So it's an interesting choice to valor that early. I can understand, you got triple duped Carl. You probably are running some Fire and Bloods to get back the dragon. So it's probably not that big a loss. And killing Cat Stark is just a pain in the backside for a Targaryen to deal with. So, Alex, just be careful, because if he goes and does a military, all that's going to happen is Viserys is going to be taking his claim, and the Frozen Solid will be taken off Astapor. So, Alex, I think, just take Dom. So, imagine now we're probably going to see a march. March, get rid of Viserion, get rid of that Frozen Solid, effectively. So, it's effectively a confiscation and a march all in one. Get Alex down to 1 character. I'm not sure Alex is going to play. And we have March into close call, probably trying to bring back Cat to get a little bit of card draw. And indeed, Cat is brought back to life. And March gets rid of the Frozen Solid. And we're on to, I believe Alex is going first. Now these guys are playing very quickly, so just really quick, I'd like to thank all the Patreon supporters who help bring this bring this video to you. If you are interested in helping support the channel and help improve the equipment that I'm using for live streams, please do consider checking out the Patreon below. It's in the description below. Any and all help is more than welcome and is very much appreciated. If you can't help for any reason, that is not an issue, and I can only and I'll still be putting these videos for free either way. Just if I can get some help, that would be amazing. So, and again, big thank you to everyone who currently does support the channel. So we had another Great Hall played out there, and Fealty knelt to bring out the Mormont lady, who's Dacia. There we go, Dacia Mormont. And we've got Bran, and we have another Frozen Solid played out. So that's a pretty critical play in my opinion. You need to get the Astapor just blanked or not able to do anything. I know talking to Alex, this deck mostly concentrates on the power challenge, so you don't need to worry about military quite as much. I think here Bran might be buying the farm because this is about to be 2 militaries coming, and Alex can definitely stop 1. I don't think he can stop both, and I think you're better off leaving Dacia and Eddard just to be able to defend the central second military and get all that renowned going, so that'd be free power. They can defend the military. Looks like Alex is considering doing a power challenge with Bran. You imagine probably the Targ Loyalist would just block it. I don't know, there's no power to steal, would he? And Fealty is knelt. Don't think there's that much to worry about. I would say, so Alex has passed. So we've got the Targaryen Loyalist coming in for a power challenge, which Bran is going to block, and there'll be 1 claim. So it's now back to 1-all. We've got Intri coming in from Argo. We should be unopposed and claim. And got Sansa taken for the game. And you're going to use an action to stand him. So now we've got essentially 2 militaries. So currently Alex can defend for 9. So if so to guarantee winning this, Steven would have to go with both, or he could try and bait one by doing Cull first, or even doing Argo first, and then going into the other one. No, he's going to go with both of them. So military for 9. Stacia's Stacia Mormont's going to defend, and Bran is going to be killed. I imagine that is. And Alex takes Tom. I imagine that is because Alex is running Flea Bottom. Summer is in the bin, so if he can get him out. God, these two are playing at a hell of a speed. So if calling the banners into Time of Plenty, they're not messing around. This is great to see. So I believe Alex is probably going to make Steven go first. So Alex gains his 3 extra gold. They both draw 3 cards.
Apparently shouting isn't a good enough indicator of what you want. I'll need Samukington to make.
So we have Targ Loyalist knelt to bring out a Targ Loyalist.
A little bit more of a board. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have Drogo played out, so now we've got so he's gonna have stealth. So this could be pretty critical turn here from Steven. 4 gold left. 3 gold spent for strong bowers with a gold. Alex collects his remaining 3 gold. That gets us Woodford Steward. Fealty is knelt. We have Winterfell played out. Always a nice card to see from a start point of view. Can he get any other characters out? He's got to be able to block this double military, and we've got Maester Aemon. Not Maester Aemon. That's the Night's Watch character. Maester Lewin, thank you very much. I should know. I play a lot of Stark. I really should know that. Sets on 1 goal. So this is not looking good for Alex at the moment. So you have a Chud Power Challenge coming in. Alex is looking a little bit on the ropes here. His board presence isn't great at the moment. You'd say probably Steven's winning the board presence race. So Maester Lewin's going to fully block that that power challenge.
How many dead people you got? 2. I'll do Intrigue with Ago.
So Intrigue with Ago is going to be unopposed.
Fish. Go fishing.
So I think there's a good chance that Steven's going to do 2 militaries now with Drogon. We're using the stealth.
Do you want to shuffle that again? You kind of flipped your hand a little bit. I didn't see too much, but
Steven very kindly saying that Alex's hand is coming in too high up, so you can actually see some of the cards.
It's enough that I'm seeing colours, so I can see like where a Stark card is and where a neutral card is.
And Gates of Winterfell. That's the big draw engine there for the Starks. Gone.
Trigger.
And he's going to stand with I think I probably would have stood Drogon twice and used that stealth to get through 2 militaries here. Don't know if that's the right thing. Let me know what you think below, guys. I think that potentially was the right choice. Because you can self Eddard with both the challenges. So
military for 5, 9, stealthing Eddard.
So military 10 stealthing Eddard. Alex is thinking about using Winterfell. He actually is going to use Winterfell. And then Nightmares is played on Khal Drogo. So on to Alex for challenges. I imagine this is going to be a big power challenge. And it is a big power challenge posed by Khal. So 1 for claim, renowned, and trigger Eddard's renowned. At Domga Steven. So currently we're sitting at 6-3. Maybe 6-4. I can't tell if that's 3 tokens on the house card or not. So on to the. This game is. We're 15 minutes in and we're already on the 5th plot. These two are not messing around. It's 4 on the house, so it's 5. So it's 6-5. And we have counting coppers into Wardens of the North.
Good choice.
Was one of my favourite start plots, just being able, especially when you've got Cat out, being able to just surf into any challenge you want. So we have loyal card played out. We have Slaver's Bay, which is brought out to gain 1 gold. So effectively just using Fealty to spend a gold to gain a gold. Plaza of Pride, that's going to be a annoying card there, and doesn't look like we've actually got a flea bottom. There doesn't seem to be a flea bottom deck, which is interesting because that's the way a lot of the Targ is going now. And I know this is about a month ago, but flea bottom was definitely in the meta. I was using it with my Targaryen deck, using Second Sons to just be pains in the arses.
Yes, I did that big thing. I played that until the day.
So what we got here? So we got 5 gold.
That's fine.
Winterfell Steward's brought out. I don't think Alex actually paid for that Winterfell Steward. Jon Snow. Oh, he did. Okay. Oh no, he hasn't. Effectively, he has because he's paid the. Yes, because he paid 2 gold there for Jon Snow, so effectively he has paid for it. And we got Flea Bottom out, and this is where shenanigans are ahoy. So you could jump Sansa out and stand her, and then kneel her and stand her with Jon Snow's ability to get a power. I've won games doing with Jon Snow standing Sansa before. There's a lot of shenanigans here. You imagine the first one's going to be Summer to get Bran back out. That would be my guess for the first one. Also, you should point out Jon Snow currently has stealth because Lewin. And Alex is sitting on 2 gold, so maybe I can see probably another Winter is coming and a Nightmares here, potentially. I know Alex is running 3 of each. Alex, I think if anyone who's watched my Stark Fun Police deck, the difference between mine and Alex is I've gone for a bit more control with the milks, whereas Alex has gone for a bit more of a kind of a rush element with the free for the North, so Winter's Comings. Anyone who is interested in Stark where they are now in the meta, next week I'll probably, or at least one of the days I'll be streaming will be Stark Fun Police. I've revised the deck with the new Econ location in, so do keep an eye out for that. So that'll be probably Tuesday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I've got some other decks I want to test out as well next week. So we have a big military here stealthing Fast Eddie.
5 here. Yeah, 3 plus 3 from the dog pile. Oh yes.
And Alex just double checking why the strength was so high. It's because there's quite a few dead characters.
Oh, this is bad. Hang on.
And Steven is just realising this is not good.
Terrible. You know what? Screw your plot.
And so he was going to pass challenges. So Winter's Coming here, for the North has
Can't be bothered with trying to
put Steven off doing any challenges. Interesting. So what we're going to have here? Imagine, so a big power challenge. So currently that's power challenge for 13. So power challenge for 13, which can be blocked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So power challenge for 13.
13.
I think this is where we're going to see how quickly this deck can close. So blocked for 1. So no, oh, we're expecting Winter's coming then. No, no. So claim of 1, renowned, and trigger renowned. That puts Alex on to 10. So that's a 4 power swing. Flea Bottom's going to be used to bring out. I'm going to assume Summer. And indeed it is, and Summer's going to trigger to bring Brown back to hand. And also, yes, and Alex, yeah, seemed very kindly pointing out that's Gia, not the discard pile. And now potentially going to see Summer sacked to stand Fast Eddie. Oh no, okay, it's not going to do that. So military for 9, stealthing Khal Drogo. That's going to be opposed. Oh, I guess because he could sack. Yes, okay, yeah. So Jon Snow is going to trigger to bring Fast Eddie in mid challenge to make it 12. So just doing it, same idea, just doing it a little bit around. So Targ Lawless is kill for claim. So that's going to be a renowned on Fast Eddie, putting a power onto Jon Snow. And we're going to pass, and Steven takes Dom, and see that power there of the Stark deck. 6 power gained from 2 challenges, and now Alex in position to close where it looked like he was in a bad board position. So you have Clash of Kings into Calm Over Westeros. So imagine Calm Over Westeros is probably going to pick military. So power, sorry, to the power gain. But that isn't going to matter because of Clash of Kings. So all Alex has to do here is win a challenge with Fast Eddie and Dacian Mormont in the challenge, and he wins the game. Barring nightmares. And we know Brown's in hand, so Brown can come out to stop any nightmare shenanigans.
Sorry, Steve.
So we got Maester Lewin, got a bodyguard on Fast Eddie, so Maester and Duke, bodyguard on Fast Eddie, just in case, because this game could go longer and things could go a bit wrong. We have Brown brought out for nothing with the 2 Great Halls. And I think Steven realises he's between a rock and a hard place at this point. So double duped Viserion. I think Steven's realised he's run out of options here. So Slaver's Bay brings out another gold, so 7 gold. Yeah, Steven just. Steven's saying, just thought that Summer should be at the bottom of the deck, but no, because of Jon Snow sacrificing him. You get around all that. It's one of the things I think I dislike Flea Bottom in some respects, because there are so many ways around it. And Steven's going to call the game, so a good game, well played by both of them there. Alex just kind of held on until you could win, which is how the Stark deck quite often goes for myself as well. So a big thank you to both of them for letting me record there, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back next time for the top 8 game, and as always, it's been emotional.